Welcome to Courageous Creative Conquerors. I'm your host, Jean Boyce Dart, expressive arts psychotherapist, credentialed teacher, and coach. It's my belief that we are all courageously creative and destined to navigate our way through life, learning how to feel, reveal, and heal. And we do this safely and effectively through the expressive arts. Hi everyone, Jean Boyce Dart here with Courageous Creative Conquerors, and I have my special guest and dear friend Timothy Stuetz here. Hi, Timothy.
Hi, Jean. Wonderful to be with you and everyone with us.
I'm so happy to be here with you, and we interviewed a few months ago last year, and I want to catch up and get a little bit deeper into who Timothy is and talk about what it means to you to be courageous, creative, and a conqueror. So let's start with that. I know that you're highly creative and you certainly are courageous. You've been through a number of different things and a conqueror. Would you define that for us?
Yeah, for me, I don't ever remember not being courageous, even since I was a little child. And I
Yeah.
think I think everybody on earth is courageous for being here and choosing the life they have chosen to fulfill their full potential in all ways. And it takes great courage to be present for life's challenges, to be present for the people in your life, and to be present for yourself. So life is nothing but being courageous all of the time. I think we have to remember that. And yeah,
So, what does it mean in your definition of creativity or creative? How would you define that?
I love writing poetry. I love writing songs, and I must love it because I've written almost 400 children's stories right now.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, I mean, it's like I really try to be creative in every moment. I mean, even if I'm out picking a leaf of lettuce, I want to do it with love and presence. I want to be creative in everything I do. I don't want to rip a leaf of lettuce off of a plant. Okay.
Yeah.
And so for me, being creative is literally making life so that I enjoy it in each moment.
That's beautiful. You're mentioning a definition that I haven't heard so far, and I've asked this question almost 100 times, I believe, of people. And so you're mentioning harmony and purpose, um, intention, being present. That's a part of creativity, and I love that. It's not just mindlessly doing things. Yeah. And there's a certain respect there, and love for all life, as we as we tap into that creative flow. That's beautiful. So thank you so much. And what about being a conqueror? Someone on a different interview, they said, I don't really like that word conqueror. I don't think I'm conquering things. I'm just going with the flow. And I understand that, but there's certain things that also that maybe that we are that's blocking our way, and maybe fear or guilt or shame or different things, and we overcome that and we move through that. And so maybe looking at it that way, of being a conqueror and being successful at transforming or shifting through that. So how have you conquered things that blocked your way from being in that creative flow?
Conquering my mind so that I have control of my mind so that it doesn't run off and spin into loops and everything.
Yeah.
So my mind only thinks when I want it to think now, and it just doesn't think. It's like you
Yeah.
asked me earlier about the last time we were on together. It's like I don't remember anything of that. It's like anything beyond yesterday, it's like gone for me anymore.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't have memories, but I don't hold on to things and conquering our emotions. so that we're really observant of ourself and life and witnessing ourself and life. Um, so again, almost like being courageous in every moment, we literally need to conquer our own inner obstacles that are keeping us from being creative all of the time,
Yeah.
because really it's our own blocks that get in the way.
Yeah, and I think that if we deny that those things are happening and say, "Oh, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy," but there are, tuning in. Oh, there's something there. There's a little ripple there. There's a little pain. There's a little grieving happening. What is that? And embracing it. Thank you, grief. Thank you, pain. Thank you, shame. Thank you, whatever's coming up. Um, doubt. Uh, just, oh, I love you so much. Thank you for being there. And facing it, that's conquering it. That's loving it is conquering it.
It is.
Not
We're
letting
taking
it block or control me or prevent me from stepping forward into what I'm supposed to do and what my mission in life and my passion and purpose. Sometimes those doubts and fears and shames and guilt, all that stuff, regret, all those different things stop me. So conquering for me is loving it, loving it.
Yeah, it's instead of sweeping it under the rug and forgetting about it, coming back and really tuning in at that time rather than storing it in the body and storing it in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
mind and causing
yeah,
ourselves physical and mental illness because we've stuffed things away that we've forgotten.
exactly. Yeah. Beautiful. I love this discussion. And speaking of that, when we first started this interview, we had some problems with Timothy freezing up, and it's still happening a little bit, but we decided, well, let's just roll with it. Let's just roll with it. So you're in Spain. Is that right? You're in
I'm in
Spain?
Spain.
You're in Spain. Okay, you're frozen right now.
Yep.
You're in Spain. I'm in California in the US, and so these things happen. We try to work with
And
the tech.
Spain.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're here in spirit together, and he might stop for a minute or freeze. I might do that, but you can still hear us. And we roll with it and we love it. And we just keep going. Yeah, so speaking of that, of being present and loving and everything, you participated in, like you said, you've nearly 400 children's books you've created, but you also have done multiple collaborative efforts with other authors in your own books, and you're working with me with collaborative for Brave Families. And the subtitle is The Ultimate Guide to Long-Lasting Loving Relationships. And that's what we are just talking about. Loving a relationship with my things that I don't like. That's a relationship.
It is.
And so it's so cool because your chapter was exactly about that. It was about loving and being present and being creative. And tell us a little bit about that and the spirituality aspect, the divine that came into that chapter.
Uh, my chapter is my connection to the divine through my daughter, and how even before my daughter was born, in picking a name for her, we picked the name Melanie. And I was not on a spiritual path at this time at all. And we picked the name Melanie, but I wanted to know what Melanie meant. So I went, got the baby book name, looked up Melanie, and it comes from melancholy. And immediately I said to myself, no daughter of mine is going to be called darkness without light following it. So we gave her the middle name Dawn. And later I learned that darkness followed by light is also the definition of guru. Gu is darkness, ru is light. So she has been my little guru ever since before she was born.
Yeah.
And she just continued to teach me in different ways. I mean, once my back hurt really bad, and for a long time, she was 2 years old, and she came up behind me and put her finger right at the spot it hurt the most, and all the pain went away. It's like, how did you do that?
My son did the same thing for me. when he was just, I don't know, two, about one or two, just the touch, the awareness is amazing. Yeah, that's
So
beautiful.
I soon learned that my role in life was to keep her safe and teach her what I could teach her, but she was teaching me things that I had long forgotten,
Yeah.
in commentaries and different things like that. And a lot of the chapters about the day that she was hit by a car on her bicycle, and
Oh,
she was with her mom, living with her mom at the time, not staying with me. And from the exact moment that that happened, I knew something was wrong in life, and I went and laid down in bed. I literally couldn't move. It was like my entire life force got drained out of me. And it took 9 hours later, and I felt that way all day long before I found out what had happened. So the story is about that, and not to spoil anybody's fun in reading the book, but she's alive.
he's alive.
um,
Yeah. Mhm.
but that whole journey, which that changed both of our lives forever. And I come from a lineage of women that are some of the bravest women that I have ever met, from my daughter to my mother to her mother, who, when she got a cancer diagnosis at 90, uh, they talked her into surgery that she didn't want to have, and she didn't heal as fast as possible. But my grandmother didn't want to ever lose her consciousness and her mind. So she
Oh.
chose to consciously leave her body and not eat or drink for however long it took to leave and not have to suffer through the cancer. And she
Hmm.
lived for 6 weeks, and that was the most profound 6 weeks of her life and my life, because I was her caretaker. And yeah, so um, I think the women in my life have made me courageous.
Could you give us a quick tip or technique to help us when we get off and we notice, oh, something's off? What could someone do right now?
And it's so simple, most people won't even take the time to do it. Is just stop, pause, bring your hands to your heart, and let your body breathe. Focus at your heart. And throughout the day, pick a word that resonates with the vibration of love for you, whether it's love, light, peace, Om, Christ, Buddha, whatever word, and just keep repeating it instead of thinking about all the things that are bothering you. And when we come to that place inside of ourselves, all the answers suddenly start to appear, and we can literally know that we're okay. And it does take practice, but with
Yeah.
the practice of doing that, we literally bring ourselves back to the inner knowing and the full power that we are. We're all gods and goddesses. We're unique
Yeah.
expressions of that which has created all of life. And to think that we are separate and don't have the answers is one of the things we need to conquer. Is come back and realize who we really are. We're not just these bodies. We have a soul. Find out about that part of us, our soul
Yeah.
part, our heart part, the part of the heart that doesn't beat and pump the blood, but the little heart of us, the heart of creation inside of us. And that's simple. We can all do that anytime. Just start training ourselves to think of a positive word, and those positive vibrations shift everything
That's
over time.
that's really well received and well needed. And I like to say that not only do we have a soul, we are soul. That's who we truly are. We are spirit. We are spiritual beings. And so just becoming, accepting, realizing, stepping into that, knowing that's who we are. We are soul. Yeah. And thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Thank you, Timothy. And how can people reach out to you if they want to hear more and find out more about you and what you do?
www.timothystutz.com.
Thank you for sticking it out with me with the trouble with the internet problems. I'm glad we made it through. There's just some valuable content here. Thank you, all of you, and we'll see you next time on Courageous Creative Conquerors. Bye bye.